Alright everyone, we're going to try this again. I've got a new mic and hopefully everything's going to come out a lot better than it has been. So anyways, we're looking at this guy called Scott Foval, and he is apparently works for Hillary Clinton. So now I guess he's had his balls busted, and he's definitely trying to come out and open and tell a lot of stuff, you know. Um, Man, I mean, there's just stuff coming out every day. Black Lives Matters right for the last 2 years. DeFre's fault paid to divide us by skin color. Hillary nearly fell down the stairs. She could barely walk. I didn't see that. Alright, I see some other stuff. Would it shock you if the same people who enticed violence at Trump events were the same people starting riots to exploit Black Lives Matters? Imagine that. I think I showed y'all a video about George Soros. He was the one funding all that. And if you go to the Clinton Foundation, I posted a little thing on there before about the payroll of the Clinton Foundations, and the Black Lives Matters was one on their payroll that had pretty good abundance amount of money. So all this violence that she's called, and all this stuff that they've been going around tearing up property and stuff like that. I think the people should be suing her and George Soros, and having them pay for all this and pay for all these towns and everything, because that's just wrong. I mean, how would they like it if we came to their house and tore down their house and flipped over their cars and set them on fire and everything else? I mean, it's the same difference. So this is just wrong. If voters started connecting our paid protesters and bird dogging to the Baltimore riots, it could really hurt the RNC. Imagine that. Yeah, remember when you helped stage the violence in Baltimore? They knew what you did. See, this is all Hillary Clinton. It's all her stuff that she's doing, and they just let her get by with it. They just let her get by with it. Let's see what this is. All right. So, anyways, you got all this stuff right here. I guess this is something like his little Twitter account or something. I don't do Twitter, so I'm not a real big fan. I don't want to know nothing about it. And pretty much this same guy, this is kind of where I found this at. The Silver Doctors here. And this guy here is saying Hillary paid me to commit voter fraud and create violence. Scott Foval flips, rats out Clinton campaign in the DNC. So he's actually saying this. He's come out and said this. So, and this is November 2nd. So you see that he's actually, all this stuff that's been going on is due to her. And George Soros has been funding it also. Check this out. Burning black churches and blaming opponents to gain votes is not bird dogging. That is terrorism. I no longer I can no longer support Hillary Clinton. Y'all remember this? Say it burned down the black church. It shows President Trump wouldn't condemn his own terrorism. You remember this picture, where they burnt the church and they put "Vote Trump" on it, and they pretty much blamed it on Trump, like Trump would do something like this. Uh, Trump's about rebuilding, not destroying. I mean, this is not him. This is not what he does. So I mean, he would build this up, and he don't tear down and destroy and burn other people's properties for sure. But that's what the Democrats is all about. And I can assure you, if she gets in, it's going to be way, 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 way worse. Way worse. I mean, we've got problems. I I mean, this woman is a demon, just like her husband said. She's been working like a demon, and she has. She is demonic for sure. Um, her emails has been on Anthony Weiner's emails come out here recently that they exposed her for a huge pedophile ring in Washington D.C. Of course, now that it's already came out that they had found nothing on the 650,000 emails that they supposedly gotten, and I guess James Comey's already came out and said, "Oh, we didn't find nothing. That the ruling doesn't change." But the American people know, and we know that she's hiding behind Obama and Loretta Lynch. That's and that itself is completely wrong. So I mean, we the people have got to wake up to this. I mean, there is no sense in that. This is pretty crazy. The flight logs showing the Clintons flew on Epstein's plane to the pedo island, which is the pedophile island, 26 times. That is freaking crazy. Golly, this is so freaking crazy. Anyways, we the people's got to come up and take over, because Congress is not doing nothing. The FBI is not doing nothing. There's been so many people that's been strategically placed in certain positions that they continue to get by with this stuff. Just like this election is going on today. Today's election day, and you know, I know we're all voting for Trump, but it's a very good possibility that they could steal this election. Because it's all rigged. She's going to rig it, and she's going to try to basically have this is supposed to be the trigger mechanism that's going to set off the implementing the new world order for here. So if they actually do the still election in wide open, they kind of feel like they're going to have an uprising in the American people, and when they do, then they're going to have to bring in the United Nations to come in and set forth the martial law, and that'll give them a good reason to bring in the new government. So I mean, we're looking at some really, really bad times right now, and also that that here recently they just had an attack on Russia. They had a cyber attack on Russia, and Russia is demanding answers for that because they actually attacked them for no reason whatsoever, and it wasn't real great. And you can do some research on that. I wasn't even going to go get into that, but I just figured I'd throw that in real quick. But you know. But I mean, Hillary, she claims like that Black Lives Matters and this and that. Only life that matters to her is hers, and that's it. There's no other life that matters besides hers. And for her to go burn down a black church is ignorance. That is pure ignorance. I mean, she deserves to be thrown under the prison in concrete in the floor. Um, Here was this. The WikiLeaks email that I was looking at earlier about and this was actually sent from the uh, John Podesta and his brother. I think that's who they was coming through. But anyways, these I was from Maria. Let's see, to Tony. So I'm so looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you think y'all will be able? Do you think you will be able to let me know if your brother is joining? Let's see. Where did I have that? I didn't really know anything about the spirit cooking and stuff, and it was kind of weird though. And here's this same email that I'd found, and here's a little clip on it. I wanted to kind of bring this to y'all's attention. Uh, Let me show you that after I show you this little thing here. It's kind of odd though because all this stuff that had been going on with the Clintons, doing all this stuff for burning down the churches and causing all this violence at the Trump rallies and stuff like that. They did this Project Veritas, and this is a little old clip I wanted y'all to see.
It doesn't matter what the freaking legal and ethics, as people say.